Hello, Paul. I thought I'd just do this video rather than a written report for now. Um, the reason really is that in the next sort of 3 weeks, I can foresee there being sort of some real movement on things, um, and it would just be a more informative report then. But there's still plenty to show you. The context really being at the moment the increase in keywords that we're ranking for, which has allowed us now to then sort of focus in on what we want to push up the rankings. So just to give you a quick overview of the results as opposed to what we've done. I mean, I'm happy to go through all the things that we've done, but they'll be somewhat meaningless to you, really. Ranging from citations, site audit, authority links, geotagging all images, and there's a bunch of stuff we did for a good sort of 12 weeks of this. But it's all just standard foundational work to get everything readable by Google. So, I mean, really, what it comes down to is the results and what we're ranking for. So, hopefully, this is sufficient for what you were looking for. So, this is a report here on the screen. You can see of where Landscapesperfect was ranking, or how many key terms it was ranking for in February of this year. I think when we first had a chat. So, we had, if you see down here, we had 13 entries in total that was ranking for. And yeah, ranging from sort of position 23 down to position 90. So there's 10 positions per page. So this normally goes up to position 100 is generally what we deal with. Anything above that, we just deem it as not ranking yet. So this report was done today. It's now a total of 54 entries. Position 15, 42, so we've got a lot more in the sort of mid-range now. These aren't 100% accurate, these rankings. They are just crawled at a certain time. Plus, because we're doing linking at the minute, then we have they call it a Google dance, where because you're sending links, then Google recalibrates where it wants to put you. So I've had days when it jumps up to page 3 and then drops back to 5, and then eventually it'll just level out where it wants to be. So, as you can see, yeah, there's a lot. We've quadrupled effectively the ranking positions, and we're ranking for the target areas which and synonyms of. So I've prepared a sheet here which will hopefully be a bit more informative. So this was the position when we started. This is now the position in terms of what target areas we can go for. I'll zoom in a little bit because I know the screen will be small. It was just to get it on here. So in total, we've got 24 new target areas. So that's anything in blue. 41 will include anything in grey plus the other colours. Existing is the orange, and dropout. So I'll just change to red. Then the green is the target areas. So as you can see here, these are all somewhat synonyms of things we were going for. So pond cleaning services. We've also got ranking for things like pond filtration system, pond fish problems, pond filter systems, pond design. So these are all results of going for that area. Similarly, looking at koi pond construction, which we're ranked as our target area here, even though we're sort of pretty low down in the pages, but we're ranking now. We're then ranking higher up for koi pond installers, for example. Koi filter systems, koi pond filter systems. Even fish pond specialist is probably a synonym of that, because koi would be deemed a specialist. Koi pond build. So yeah, we're starting to see, as I thought, when we start ranking for one area, it does have a knock-on effect for the others. Pond liner repair, also ranking for now. So, as far as I see, we're on track for where we want to be. I've now, extended our potential target areas or target phrases to at least 24, and where we'll see some real results. I appreciate you think you've seen some already, but what I would deem as real results from an SEO point of view is really towards the end of the contract. So we're October 7th now, so about 7 weeks. There'll be a delay afterwards as well. What I mean by that is that not everything's immediate. So even work that we do at the end of November will still be having an effect into Christmas and the new year. So if you look at this column here, this is the position difference. Anything that's sort of minus 64, that's not actually minus, it's a plus. It's when it's ranked from, it was nowhere, and it's come into now into a position where it's ranking. So position, where's that? So position 64, yeah, it was nowhere and it's gone to 64. Similarly for these, you can see 99, that just means it was nowhere and now it's just on the page. Within the top 10 pages. So we've got a bunch more URLs that are ranking as well. So what we'll probably find is that you'll often see a couple of listings for a search term, which is quite common. You might have pond services and pond cleaning service ranking on the same page for the same key phrase, which is good. It gives you an extra clickable item. I've sort of seen that a couple of times here, but not enough really to show you properly. So I wanted to just show you something here. So this is a search term, pond cleaning services. At the moment, Landscapesperfect is ranking position 61, which is page 7. Now, really, I just wanted to demonstrate to you why we're going for national searches. So if I put in Birmingham, we're in the maps here, and then we're position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's an example. Sorry. So you've got 2 listings ranking on the same page for pond cleaning services Birmingham. My intention, once we rank with this, my prediction is this will go to number 1 and 2, if not maybe just number 1. Sometimes Google drops out the other one. So yeah, I think the original plan of going for the national search is sensible, because we'll by ranking nationally for something, you're automatically going to rank locally for it. Because if Google knows that you're top in the country for it, it will know that you're also in Birmingham because of all your address details on the site. Okay, so I mean, I could go into more detail, Paul. So sorry, I'm not sort of avoiding doing work. Honestly, I just think me running you through the process of how we've got here would be somewhat meaningless. It'd be a little bit like you showing me the process of how to put a koi pond in when I just want a koi pond working. But I hope you agree with me that it does seem to be working, and we're on track as far as I see. So it's really the sort of somewhat boring bit is out of the way, I feel now. When we've got into these positions and we have ranking positions to start leveraging, then we can hone in and pick up this traffic, and start to see that there's some decent traffic volumes across some of the other keywords that we weren't necessarily targeting, like pond installers. You've got 90, and then once you add all these up, I haven't added these up, but again, a little bit premature to do so until we start moving up the pages, but I think there's probably a good potential sort of 1,000 hits to go after here on target key phrases. Not forgetting that once we start moving up the rankings for those, we'll also get another batch of synonyms that we're going to rank for. So hence why I'm saying doing a full report now would be a little bit premature, because I think probably towards the middle of November we'll have an additional 30 or 40 key phrases that we're ranking for. I wouldn't see it out of the question if we get towards the 100 mark pretty soon. Okay, all right, thanks Paul. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.